We are quickly approaching the fall sports season, and many families on Delmar are busy making sure their student athletes have everything they need to succeed on the field or the court.
But we want to add something else to that checkoff list, an EKG screening. Yes, for your child.
You might be wondering why someone that young would need a screening to check their heart health. Well, we'll tell you why. Studies show a routine physical, which is often required of student athletes, identifies 7% of cardiac issues. Family history, 20%.
But in EKG, studies show that can detect 80% of cardiac issues. That's 80%.
And you might be surprised to learn your student athlete can get one for free. Here to tell us more is the president of Delmar Pop Warner, Dory Simpler. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me and helping us promote this, because this is huge.
It is huge.
Okay,
so before we get to the details of the free EKG screenings, let's talk a little bit about the statistics. Sudden cardiac issues, they kill many athletes. You hear about it all the time.
They do. They do. And it's a silent killer. Most families who have suffered loss because of this had absolutely completely no reason to believe that they ever would have any kind of problem with heart-related issues, especially in athletes who are supposed to be healthy, no heart-related issues, but they do exist, either structural within the heart or even electrical, and you could have absolutely completely no idea.
Now, you can hear the passion in your voice. You have a personal connection with this, don't you?
I do have a very personal connection with this. My son was born healthy, 7 pounds, 11 ounces. Everything was fine. There was no reason to believe anything. I joke that he was playing football in the womb. He loves the game. He's very passionate about the game. And at his 4-year-old checkup, just by the grace of God or some divine intervention, we'll talk about that in a minute, but his pediatrician looked at me and she said, "Dory, I'm hearing a murmur." She said, "I've never heard that before." She said, "Let's send him for an EKG and let's just get it checked out. It's usually nothing, but let's try." Within 5 months, he was in surgery. He had a coarctation of his descending artery, where basically the artery coming out of the top of his heart, sending blood to his lower extremities and his organs, was basically pinched. Wow. The echo showed about 40 to 60% blocked, but when they went in there, it was actually 80% pinched shut. So Ashton was a ticking time bomb.
Wow.
It was just a matter of time. And I say it all the time, there would have been no reason for me to have ever taken him to the doctor and said, "I'm concerned, something's not right." Maybe one of the symptoms would have been pain in the legs, but most parents would have probably chalked that up to growing pains.
Growing pains, yeah.
So, I mean, no reason for me to ever believe that there was a heart issue. He's
fine today?
He is fine today. He is going to be 15 in September.
Wow.
He's 5'10", 145 pounds. He's at football camp right now.
So on top of that, on top of the issues you had with your son, Casey Lynch, tell us his story.
Wow. So Casey he was actually my neighbor growing up in high school, and he played for Pop Warner. And one day in October, just before he turned 14, he was playing against Woodbridge in a tied game, 6-6, and we had the ball, and he stepped back and went to throw the pass. He was our quarterback, and he collapsed. And he was completely healthy. There was no reason to believe that he had any issues. It turns out he had some arrhythmia issues, and it took his life.
And this is where the Heart in the Game program comes into play. Can you tell us about that?
Actually, my treasurer from our organization in Delmar Pop Warner brought this to my attention, and she was like, "Dory, check this out." And she knows how passionate I am about making sure our kids are healthy. Delmar Pop Warner in general is very strict on making sure your coaches are CPR certified and AED trained, and they're very aware of signs and symptoms, etc. A lot of times, all of that is too late. So to find she brought this to my attention, and to bring it to our attention and allow us to prevent something rather than react to a situation was huge. And
so you do this by offering the EKGs?
Correct. Heart of the Game started by Greer Firestone, and his daughter Grace Firestone actually suffered cardiac arrest 2 days after she graduated high school. She survived.
So tell us how the program works.
So when Greer Firestone started this, he teamed up with Nemours and the pediatric cardiologist there, and they said that, yeah, we'll do this. We'll go ahead and read these EKGs for free, but we need your help. We need you to train and teach at these events CPR and AED training. They're on their 19th event this August 4th, and so far they've found 2 children who needed to go into surgery that had life-threatening events so far. So
do the athletes go to their go to the hospital, get the EKG, or
No.
how do you do it?
No. So this event is actually at our fire department. Our EMTs are offering the CPR and AED training. So it's completely community supported. So the kids will come in and they'll get the test courtesy of techs that will come in, and
Okay.
we're excited.
And the event
We are.
is taking place Saturday, August 4th.
It is Saturday, August 4th from 8 to 1 at the Delmar Firehouse.
And it's for students ages 8 to 23.
8 to 23, and it's important to say that this isn't just for like Delmar students. It's for any student that's within that age range.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Dory
we're
Simpler,
excited.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming in and talking about this important event.
Thanks for having me.
Sure.